In the great state of Montana, game wardens fight a daily battle. They fight to enforce state game laws and protect our natural resources.
Get up, game warden. Everybody up and out of the tents.
Today, a child is missing, and it's chaos for wardens. Also, state game ranges open for antler hunters. But for one antler enthusiast, it'll be a day he'll never forget.
After everything was all said and done, I told him I was going home to kiss my little boy.
You know what you did wrong? You're before shooting hours. There we go. You want to go to jail yet?
Montana's Rattlesnake Valley. One of the state's most scenic and historic towns, but it's got another reputation. One that has state game wardens on high alert. Bears are unwelcome visitors in town, and wardens have a report that a wandering bear might have dragged away this woman's young daughter. Wardens gear up to find the girl and the bear.
Sorry? A 6-year-old girl named Rhoda was wearing a dress. Okay. She doesn't remember what color. Okay. And then it ran right into here somewhere, according to what they said.
Right away, officers find themselves in dangerous territory. Thick woods make spotting a potentially dangerous bear almost impossible.
We don't want anyone to go in there. We're going to go in there and find that bear, okay? We're going to go in there and find that.
And wardens have to wrestle a swollen Rattlesnake Creek in the search area.
Be careful, it might not be there.
Across the Rocky Mountains, State Warden Dave Holland burns through rounds. It's mid-May, and Montana's game ranges open to shed antler hunting. Shed hunting is big business in Montana, and Warden Holland hopes to move the elk herd west and away from the gathering crowd of shed hunters.
Tomorrow when we open the game range, we're gonna have over 1,000 people running around in here. So what we're gonna do is we gotta get some of these elk moving off the game range. Majority of the time of the year we want to not disturb them, but we're getting into the middle of May. We want these elk to start moving west, get them back out onto their summer range, which is in the backcountry.
Other officers gear up to drive the herd on horseback.
If you guys can, we'll give you guys a little head start, like 10 minutes, ride up and over this ridge, and then we're gonna come around and take the road and hopefully keep pushing them west.
Slowly, the team drives the elk west.
They're moving right now. Those are the ones that we really need to move.
Yeah, 10-4. They're just streaming out of here nice. They're trailing. I can see them just trailing up the hill.
Yeah, Brian, if you could just stay to the south of them and ride due west, that would be perfect. They know they want to go to Home Gulch. You guys are doing a good job. They stay here for the summer. They'll eat off all the forage. And when they come back next winter, they're not going to have anything to eat. So we want to encourage them to leave. We just shoot noisemakers out of our shotgun. We don't shoot at the elk. We just shoot the noisemakers in the air. We stay at a distance. These elk are out there probably, half a mile. It's a good way to get them moving.
Look at the size of that sucker.
Where did he come from?
Then they stumble on an unusual find among the game range residents. Somehow, a giant painted turtle has found its way onto the range and away from its home territory.
God, that's amazing. I mean, yeah, we got the creek over here, but
That's unusual to see.
Yeah.
I didn't think of when I saw it.
I thought you were giving me a hard time. The turtle, I was like, I was about to fall for it.
You turned around, didn't you?
Yeah, I did, and it was a turtle.
Wardens help funnel the old turtle towards a nearby creek and get back to the elk. By early evening, the herd makes its way to Home Gulch, a safe area, clear of the shed antler hunting grounds. Just before dark, wardens turn their attention to the growing crowd. Although the gates don't open until noon tomorrow, hundreds of shed hunters have already lined up to camp out and get first shot at the giant sheds on the refuge.
Nobody has a fire yet, and all horses are tied up, and everything looks pretty good for now.
Okay, copy that.
With so many people already on site, wardens could have a busy night wrestling the antsy crowd. Way out on the far western end of Montana, state game wardens have their hands full on a search and rescue mission. A woman reported a bear attack on her 6-year-old daughter. Nobody's seen the bear, nor the girl, for more than an hour. Teams searched the woods just outside the town of Missoula.
Almost looks like something might have been drugged right up here.
Just after lunchtime, wardens discover evidence of a potential victim.
I'd like to see if there's any blood on it.
There's possibly a drag trail up here where something might have been drugged.
Got some blood on the grass. So it looks like maybe someone tried to deploy it, didn't get the safety off. There's actually, it looks like something happened up here as well. Once again, the needles are displaced.
The mark comes right through here, and there's a knife right here. There might be some blood, I don't know from the rain. I'm finding the drag mark right there. Oh, hey guys, I've got something buried behind these right here.
Justin, make sure you look up.
Yeah, why don't we?
I'm looking up for food.
Yeah, we definitely got a bunch of blood in these jeans on the inside.
That's the bad news. The good? This is just a training mission that includes actors and even real evidence.
Today we were having all week we're having a training here in Missoula, Montana. It's called WART training. It's Wildlife Human Attack Response Team training for a predator attack on the human.
Wardens spend time in classrooms learning how to respond and manage predator attacks on humans. On this day, their training gets a real-life test.
It's ironic that we got pulled from the class today because we got a report of a grizzly bear that has been shot by a citizen. It's supposedly wounded and has limped off into the woods.
Oh, you got a picture?
Yeah.
Sure. My understanding of it is he kind of
has all the salt blocks out.
well, he still has some over here. So my understanding is the bear. He yelled, it turned and went right to here, and from his position on the porch is when he, boom.
This is the one that den right up behind my cabin.
State bear biologist Jamie Jonkel responds with a team of officers to the shooting scene. Right away, Jonkel recognizes the bear in the picture. It's a big female he collared several years back.
The bear was walking this way when you shot?
Yeah, well, actually, if you down here, what I did is I was right here, and where that cameraman is,
that's where the bear.
I shot at, but the bear was right there by that tree.
Okay.
Wardens suspect the bear might have been attracted to the property by a salt lick out behind the cabin. The shooter says he was trying to scare the bear off when he fired a warning shot. He tells wardens he might have accidentally hit the bear. Grizzlies are protected under the Endangered Species Act. It's illegal to shoot them for any reason other than self-defense. Jonkel uses a radio transmitter to see if he can pick up a signal from the wounded bear. Wardens want to find this grizzly.
50 is active. That means it's alive. 30 means something screwy.
Weird.
Yeah.
Oh, something, okay.
Something gross.
Okay.
If you can come to me, go ahead.
I'm over here at the Wolf Creek Bridge. You want me to run over to the Oasis, see what's going on?
Hurry, can you advise?
Montana's 75 field wardens are responsible for patrolling more than 145,000 square miles. Often, they're the first responders to emergencies. Warden Goley races to a call in Wolf Creek. People called after a sick man showed up in a bar.
My name's Mike Davis. I'm going home finally. A week ago, my Cadillac went in the river, smashed up the whole front end.
It went in the river, or were you driving it?
I was driving.
Okay.
Drunk driver run me off the road.
Okay.
The man tells Goley he checked out of a hospital earlier in the day.
I just left the VA shirt.
All right. Did they give you some medication?
A patron in the bar says he's still sick.
All right.
I'm pleased to meet you.
These your pants too?
Yes, sir. I shit them in the bathroom.
Okay.
What's your name, sir?
Brian.
Brian?
Yeah, I just said that. Do you remember me just talking to you?
No. Yeah, I do.
Okay.
After realizing the man's condition seems to be worsening, Warden Goley calls for an ambulance.
Here comes the professionals, okay?
I don't need them. I'm all right.
Paramedics check out the elderly man.
You got a spray thing we can spray that chair off with?
Oh, yeah, I can take care of that, sweetie.
Okay.
Which one?
That one.
Both,
yes.
Or?
Yes, actually.
The man needs immediate medical attention, but refuses to go in the ambulance with the rescue crew.
Do you think you need to go to the hospital?
Oh, I know I do.
Why didn't you stay there when you were there?
Because I'm going home first. I got an appointment Wednesday.
Well, what are we going to do with you right now? I mean, we can't let you go alone.
I'm going to get my truck and drive home and go. In the store.
Wow.
Now Warden Goley finds himself in a pickle. Coming up, the search is on as Montana's antler shed hunting season gets underway. It's the open of Montana's antler shed hunting season, and crowds of hunters pack in to get first shot on the state's game ranges.
Just checking to make sure that everybody behaves themselves before the big opener. This is going to be a big free-for-all for the next few hours until the gates open.
What's that for? What's that for? That's for bears and other antler hunters, if it has to be.
Getting his running clothes on. Yes, he's got shorts and putting on running shoes.
While the vast majority of hunters follow Montana's game laws, wardens do periodically run into trouble. Before the lunchtime opener, Warden Dave Holland discovers a group of hunters already across the border and in the game range.
Hey, you're too far out. Come back to the road. You have to be just like these people. You're halfway up the hill.
Yeah, down here at the end of the line, I got a question whether or not they can ride horses up from there at noon once the game range opens.
Yeah, once it hits noon, they can ride right from the road and they can
Head right up the hill if they'd like.
Okay, hear that?
Yep.
Okie doke.
All right, thank you.
Okay, you bet.
Up the road, a young hunter anxiously waits for the noon open outside the refuge. He's already spotted his prize.
So here's here at the Sun River Game Range, and here's an antler right here, and I can't wait till noon. They're gonna open it, and I just can't wait. I'm gonna really try to get this antler.
Would anyone have some toilet paper for the outhouse?
Some of these folks were up all night, and so they're going to be tired and grouchy and hungover and looking for a fight.
Just up the road, wardens discover a campsite that appears to have been trashed. No one's around, but the warden notices a nearby truck with the radio cranked.
See all the channels in our Christian music category. Choose categories on your radio and scroll to Christian. On certain radios,
hey, are you with this camp?
Enlighten may be in the pop category, and praise may be in health.
Hey, can you turn that down real quick while I'm talking to you?
I've had a problem with these guys all night long.
With these guys?
Foul mouth.
The man in the truck tells the warden drunk campers kept everyone up. Warden Holland has no problem spotting signs of the party.
Everybody up in the tents right now. Get up and get out of your tents. You awake? Get up, yep. Game warden. Yep. Okay. Everybody up and out of the tents. Okay.
Yes, sir.
You guys have to get this cleaned up in 10 minutes. Do you understand?
Okay. I didn't even know.
Let's do it now. Get up and.
I didn't take part in that.
Okay, get up. I'm telling you to move your tent right now.
Okay.
Everybody up. Start cleaning this camp up right now. Right now. There won't be any discussion. Start picking these tents up and pick that garbage up right now. I'm staying here till you get it done.
Warden Holland calls for backup after he realizes he's got his hands full.
6 guys. Wake up. You guys, you understand why I'm doing this? Looks ridiculous. There's beer cans and garbage everywhere. Yeah. This is a game range. This isn't a rock concert somewhere, okay? So let's make it look good.
Yep. Guy in the tent here has been threatening us. He does this again.
Okay. Well, the sheriff's going to be here in about a half hour. I can take a statement from him.
I love TV made wild. That's why Axeman is a joke. That's why they're making you guys look like a joke.
This partier isn't happy with Warden Holland's wake-up call.
Shows up this year too.
Here's the deal. If you keep it up, you're going to get arrested for disorderly conduct, all right?
Another in the party ignores the warden's orders to get cracking on the camp.
Wake up, game warden. Well, you're gonna hear in a minute. You got to get out here and clean this camp up.
He's a military veteran.
Aren't we all?
No, I'm dead serious.
I'm dead serious. Aren't we all? Okay. I am. That warden is. Probably half the people going down this line are. There's no excuse, okay? I'm telling you right now to get out of the sleeping bag and get out here and clean this up. Stand by then. You got about 15 seconds to get out of that tent.
Holland calls for the sheriff as the situation escalates.
I haven't seen one yet.
All right, let's come up here. We gotta move this guy along. Get him up. I'm telling you, he's this far. I'm right behind you.
While Warden Holland wrestles the partiers at the Sun River Game Range, Warden Bill Copen gears up to go after trespassers on the Blackfoot Clearwater Game Range. His team runs into the refuge to look for poachers who might have snuck in early to try and grab sheds.
There's nothing they can see on here, whether it's the elk or the bad guys.
In Montana, state game wardens investigate a shooting involving a grizzly bear. A landowner says he tried to scare the bear off his property with a warning shot, but thinks he might have accidentally hit the grizzly. State bear specialist Jamie Jonkel suspects he knows the bear.
This is Frenchy Lake right here. So here's where she was shot at, right here. Here's where we think she is now. And then, you know, she kind of denned up here in this Bull Mountain country. And so did her mother, and so did her father. So it's kind of cool, you know, it's a little collective lineage of bears that live right in this area. And I know she's pumped out two cubs. One was killed on the highway, the other one lived. And then Molly had, over the years that we monitor, at least 2 litters. And Smurdell is one of those.
Neat.
Kind of cool.
Really cool.
Jonkel used a radio transmitter to locate and track the collared bear.
What it appears is the bear didn't move very far. Yesterday, less than a half a mile in 12 hours. So we're going back in today. We're going to use a helicopter today to try to get a better look at the bear. And hopefully we find her alive and well. But anyway, we just have to try to figure out if she's dead or how badly she's wounded.
Jamie and I talked this morning. What we would like her to do, if anything, is move to the north, come down. That's huge open right there.
Yeah, we'll just kind of post out around that open.
If she's not hit, she'll come busting down that hill.
Okay.
And then once I get eyes on her, and then I can just herd her like a cat down the hill.
Okay.
And get her out in the open where somebody can look at her, hey, there's a blood spot, I'll be able to see her. I'll be able to tell you from the radio, and I got comms with all you people.
Wardens hope to spot the wounded bear from the air. If the bear's been shot, the clock's ticking to find it alive. Back at the Sun River Game Range, Warden Holland has his hands full with a group of hunters camped out on the eve of Montana's shed hunting season. Other campers in the area complained the men drank all night and caused quite a stir.
You guys didn't break any bottles over here, did you? Do you guys have a shovel? Okay, make sure there's no broken glass left on the ground. Scrape up the... Thank you for your quad. No problem. Basically, we got. I roll up here and there's beer cans and garbage and broken bottles. And I just saw it over there. Yeah. It don't look it exactly. It's perception.
Yeah, I understand.
So we just need to.
And nobody's trying to grouch you.
No, and I understand we're waking up. You see a guy with me, so.
No.
I appreciate your help, guys. I do. All right, guys, thank you for your help. I'll be back in a little bit. All right.
Meanwhile, the noon opening to Montana state game ranges is fast approaching. Literally thousands of people lined up to be the first through the gates in search of prized elk antler sheds. Some sets can bring upwards of $1,000.
My dad and I have been coming up for, we think, about 13 years now. We came up after it started opening at noon on Wednesdays, or on the 15th. We started with the horses, rode horses for quite a few years, did pretty good. Came in one year just and walked, and now I got married and the husband comes with us now. And we missed last year because I had a baby, but we brought the four-wheelers this year and try our luck again, I guess. This is number 13. Lucky 13, we hope.
You're watching Wardens only on Outdoor Channel. Today on Wardens, it's been mayhem. State game wardens are doing real-life training near Missoula, dealing with conflicts between humans and animals. Ironically, while in class, a call came in of a grizzly bear being shot and wounded, and the search is on to try to find this collared bear. In Region 4, Warden Brian Goley is dealing with a gentleman under the influence of prescription meds, and Montana's shed hunting season opened at 12 o'clock. Hunters raced onto the Blackfoot, Clearwater, and Sun River game ranges in search of prized shed antlers.
Yeah, we opened the gate today at noon, and so far everyone has behaved themselves. All the cars went through rather quickly. The horses took off like rockets, and a lot of runners took off, headed out into the field, and they're all up there now after antlers. It seems like everybody is happy and things are going smoothly. So we'll see how they do when they come back with their antlers.
So we're just going to spend the rest of the day patrolling, answering questions.
Just a couple of hours into the hunt, hunters start appearing with sheds.
Everybody walking by me's got horns but me.
Because you're out here on the gravel.
I just come out.
6x6 matched set. Brother-in-law found them, but I'll take claim for them.
It's pretty heavy one.
No, but I'm going to say 13 and a half.
Yeah, I can go about
14 and a quarter.
14 and a quarter.
14 and a quarter. Got to find the other side to it, though.
Good luck.
Over on the Blackfoot Clearwater Game Refuge, Warden Aaron Berg races to a 911 call.
We were out patrolling earlier today. We opened up the gates so the people could come in, and At about 12:45 p.m., we got a call over the radio. An individual had called 911 stating he had to shoot a grizzly bear in self-defense that was charging him. There was some witnesses that actually seen. Did you hear 2 shots? 2 shots. That's one shot. He realized the cubs were between him and the sow. The sow didn't like that, so she took chase to him.
He was running for the truck, you know. I mean, he literally.
The bear was definitely chasing this guy.
I ran. Fight or flight. My choice at that time was flight.
And I guess the story is this individual was walking this ridge, head down, looking for antlers like everybody else is.
It was about 5 minutes to noon when I got to Clearwater Junction. I was gonna go into the first gate, and there was people lined up all along the highway. Well, I decided I wasn't gonna go in the first gate. I would access another way. So I kept driving up the road, and by the time I went up about 4 switchbacks, I had already caught the end of the line. Everybody was still driving, so I figured I'd get out and do a short hike and see if I could find some antlers while they were all still in their vehicles driving. I left my GPS, my backpack, my water, everything in the truck, because I was just gonna do an hour-long hike back to my truck and then go to the original spot that I wanted to antler hunt. That day, there was 35 to 40 mile an hour winds. I did not pack pepper spray with me. I had pepper spray, but I did not bring it with me that day. That day, I chose to pack my 44 mag pistol. I hiked approximately 25 minutes. I was looking on the ground for an antler, and I looked up, and she was already at a lope coming at me. I wasn't sure at that point if it was a grizzly bear or a black bear. At that point, I got as big as I could, started waving my arms and hollering as loud as I could. Hey bear, hey, hey. Hey, 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 hey. Well, when I hollered at her, she went from her nice little lope to a full-out charge. Hey, hey, no! I still hollered at her. I pulled out my pistol, and I was still waving my arms and hollering at her. She closed the distance to less than 10 yards. Hey, 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 no, hey, hey! She kind of bit at the place that I shot, and she ran past me. The first thing that came to my mind was, wow, she didn't even drop a step when I just shot her with a 44 mag.
In Montana, the number of bear attacks and other predator encounters are on the rise. Game wardens are often the first responders on scene, exactly while the Montana game wardens are getting a little extra training.
It's getting us more prepared for when those attacks do occur, and you can respond to them and help everyone that's there, help the family members and the victim, and plus help the offending animal if you need to.
Today, wardens take part in a scenario gathering evidence after an apparent attack.
Primary purpose of the scenarios is to give the students training, the officers training in how to respond, how to investigate them, and also it helps them deal with the stress that they're going to encounter when they get on the ground in an actual real-life attack or fatality.
Near Lincoln, Montana, wardens search for a wounded grizzly bear. A landowner tells wardens he's fired a warning shot to scare the bear off his property. Turns out the landowner admits he might have accidentally hit the grizzly. Wardens have been tracking the radio-collared bear for 2 days, unsure how seriously the sow might be injured. Now, they hope a helicopter will help track her down.
Oh, there she is.
Wardens finally catch a glimpse of the big grizzly crossing an old logging trail. She looks healthy enough that wardens won't intervene.
thought you were blowing a little smoke back there when you said you could herd bears, but you can herd bears.
And when I first got up there, and I said, well, shoot, I could tell right away because the beeps were moving, and I could see she was doing a pretty good clip, but I think she was a little up on the top of the nest.
Yeah. She didn't move much from yesterday at all, really. She stayed in the whole time. So.
Probably sore.
Yeah. And this is this type of scenario, you know, where this is an educational deal, and he needs to realize that he could have taken a valuable bear out of the population. Look at all the cost that it took for us to come up here to follow up on this. You know, we probably have, with helicopter time and everything else, $3,000 to $4,000 in this whole 2-day deal.
Well, we're not done either.
Yeah, and you guys will have to keep monitoring it.
Wardens determined the bear was, in fact, shot, but not seriously wounded.
You know, and if he doesn't end up getting charged, and he gets a good freaking, you know, slap that, you know, geez, you screwed up, you're getting lucky.
Wardens ticket the landowner. He faces a $1,000 fine. The shooting proves people need more education. Exactly why Montana Fish, Wildlife, and Parks run spring clinics to teach people how to protect themselves in bear country the right way.
You do not want to put this on your tent or on your clothes. Okay, this is made with capsaicin, which is a very, very potent pepper. If you encounter a bear, if the bear is not aware you're there, you don't need to say anything. Just keep backing up. Just don't take your eyes off of the bear, but just back up, back out of the area and leave the area. But if the bear is aware you're there, start talking to it. Let it know that you're a human, okay? Let it know that you're not prey. Start leaving the area. Go ahead and get your bear spray out and have it ready. But most of the time, they're not going to bother you. But if the bear does happen to come into you, you have 7 to 9 seconds in this can, and that's it. So you don't want to start spraying, okay? You want to be backing out, talking to the bear. Whoa, bear. Whoa, bear. This is also under pressure. So if you can, you want to use 2 hands. But if the bear comes into you, you want to do 2 sweeps. And what you're doing is you're building a wall in front of you. Just like that. And see what I've done? I've built a wall. The bear's coming in. You're backing out, you're backing out, you're backing out. You're talking to me. You're talking to me. Okay, here I come. Once the bear has hit the spray, he will cough, and a lot of times his eyes will, he'll water and he'll turn. But you want to be leaving. You want to be backing out the entire time. Okay, I'm coming into you. What do you want to do? You bet. Go ahead and do it. Go ahead and get rid of that. It's tough, isn't it? It's a lot harder than it looks. That fast, that fast. I'm here, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. They make, like I said, they make these wonderful inert training cans, and they do sell these, and these are really nice to just become familiar. If I stomp my foot and I put my foot down, it's a bluff charge. It's not real. Maybe it's a bluff charge. That fast, I'm here. Nice job. But do the sweeping motions, you bet. But good job. Come on in. You wouldn't hand somebody a 44 and say, oh, here, go protect yourself without teaching him how to use it, right?
Wolf Creek, Montana. In Region 4, Warden Brian Goley assists paramedics with an elderly man who refuses medical attention.
Excuse me, is that a news camera?
No.
Yeah.
We can look.
Okay, now you'll find...
We're gonna have to have these guys tell us it's okay to, or if you're telling us.
You have my full permission to search that vehicle for contraband or anything else.
Okay, we're not worried about that.
I'm not a drug runner, you know, I could be.
I
could be carrying all kinds of marijuana.
Let's go find out what...
Warden Quinn Kuka arrives on scene. They get permission to search the man's truck to try and find his medicines and hopefully an ID.
I ain't seeing his medication, are you? Unless this is what his medication is.
It's even taped shut.
Probably is.
Oh, I don't want to open that.
Well, yeah, it might be his wife, yeah. Tucker Davis. We just found Tucker Davis. Oops. Tucker, you go back there and you be good. I'm not being funny, but I'm just like, what do you do? I'm so worried about this guy. How he even got here.
Almost opened up.
Oh, wait a minute.
I don't know what that was. Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Is Sunday's gone?
No, there's one in there.
I don't know what it is. I won't take it.
Can we talk over it?
Yeah.
They are cancer mad. He's had morphine today, and he's had, admittedly, beer or alcohol today in combination. He is not oriented to time right now.
Can't let him drive away. He's been drinking beers. Cooler's full of beer.
I'm not going to let him drive anywhere. I'm trying to get his daughter here.
Oh, did you call her? Cool.
They're trying to find.
With the ambulance crew and deputies on scene, the wardens get back to patrol.
We get a lot of calls like that we help on. Sometimes when you're out here in this big country and it's a long ways to find help. And so we're trained in first aid, first responders, stuff like that. So we go to a lot of those calls just to help the county out, help people out. Sometimes, we're the only law enforcement around. And so we all work together, help each other out, and that was just a case of that.
In Region 2 at the Blackfoot Clearwater Game Range, Warden Aaron Berg interviews a hunter who says a grizzly bear tried to maul him.
When she was charging me, I remember thinking to myself, I have only 3 rounds. I need to wait till the last possible moment to shoot because I have no margin for error. I cannot miss. Well, the first shot didn't even slow her down, so I thought wounded bear going that direction. I'm gonna go that direction. I made it approximately 20 yards, and I was running by some shrubs that were not very tall. And out of the shrubs ran 2 little cubs. At that point, I thought that was a sow. I turned around to look, and my worst fears were true, that she was chasing me, charging me again.
The witness from up on the hill actually saw that happen. He saw the bear chasing this guy through the woods.
He was running for the truck, he literally...
I was running as fast as I could to make it to the 2 trucks, In my mind, the 2 trucks at the main road was the light at the end of my tunnel. The only way that I can describe the feeling, you're in a train tunnel and you're walking right down the middle of it. Here comes a train in one end, and your only chance of survival is hitting the end of the tunnel.
The game range was crowded that day. What Roy didn't know, this was the 3rd human encounter this sow had had that day, and he was directly in her escape route.
And I was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. I kept turning to see the gap between me and her. The gap just kept closing. I could feel my lungs burning. She just kept gaining on me. I was not gonna make it to the trucks. Your mind's just going a million miles an hour. I also thought about my little boy. I didn't know if I was gonna get to see him again. I turned around to see how close she was gaining on me.
As he ran, he tripped and fell.
And I had tripped over a log and twisted my ankle. At that point, I thought I was getting mauled.
In Region 2, shed hunter Roy Johnson stumbles upon a grizzly bear with cubs. He finds himself literally running for his life.
I had never ran so fast in my life. Bet you I ran a 4.240. I turned around to see how close she was gaining on me, and I had tripped over a log and twisted my ankle. At that point, I thought I was getting mauled. I turned around and I pulled out my gun just in time to shoot her right in front of me. And she skidded on her face right couple feet away from me.
Somehow it incapacitated her spine and or mobility in her rear end.
The warden's investigation determines Roy's encounter was the grizzly's third with a human that day.
After that, the bear retreated, dragging its tail end with its front legs.
At that point, I tried to call 1-800-TIP-MONT, but it asked me if I would like to do this, press number 1. If I would like to do this, press number 2. And I didn't want to do any of that. I just wanted some help. So I hung up and I dialed 911. A game warden was the first one to show up. Warden Aaron Berg showed up, made sure that I was okay because I was limping.
We assessed the scene, the cubs were there. She was definitely not going to be rehabilitatable, so we had to dispatch the bear. Yeah, it's just, it's too bad. I mean, it does happen. It does. We hate to see it happen. However, when you do these kinds of investigations, we care about the wildlife. That's why we put our lives on the line every day to take care of the wildlife and protect it. But, there is a place for people too. And that kid, he made a choice to do what he had to do to go home safe to his wife and kid is the bottom line. And that's okay.
With the female grizzly dead, wardens now need to figure out what to do about the 2 orphaned cubs. The state calls in a trapping truck to try and lure in the cubs. Warden Berg keeps the area blocked while the state sets the trap. Within the hour, the trap catches both cubs.
Unfortunately, at their age, they'll never probably be in the wild ever again. I think it's best we just get them out of here.
Yeah. It's not going to be good for them, more stress, but
I know.
Tomorrow they got to go to Bozeman.
We'll let them hang out and rest tonight.
I do wish the outcome would have been different for the mother grizzly and the little cubs. That is my only regret, is that in that bad situation that 2 cubs were orphaned.
It didn't turn out so good for Mama Grizzly Bear, and not so fortunate for the cubs either, because now they're going to be forced to go to a zoo or whatever, but it's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes.
744 south of CMS 31.
All right, so here we go. We got a boat rescue, a little kid stuck in a raft at Pelican Point. Dang, I wish we'd have went the other way.
Swim in the water! Help me!
Dangerous water rescues are just another emergency a game warden must be prepared to face. Today, they train for worst-case scenarios.
Sometimes you run across situations where a victim's in the water, and obviously it's fear and panic.
Warden Sergeant John Obst trains Montana's water rescue teams.
Today we're working with Dave and Thomson Search and Rescue over here in Libby, Montana, and we've been developing with them a swiftwater rescue class. The whole purpose is to get them real familiar with moving water such as the Kootenai River here, or even small lakes and streams that sometimes can develop into high risk, high potential for getting entrapped or swimming in the fast water. Go ahead and pair up. Try and see if you can max out the rope bag so you know your distance. Today we're gonna simply start out with throw bags. And rope throw bags are probably the most useful tool that people can have on the boat or wardens in their vehicles. It's a way to reach out into the water instead of actually getting wet. Throw the person a rope and bring them into shore.
Victims struggling in cold water can put up a dangerous fight. Wardens must learn to react and get swimmers back to the shore safely.
But anticipate the moment he gets tight on that rope, you're gonna feel his body weight and current pulling on you.
Your objective is to pendulum him in.
And let the current do the work and bring him in.
If you look here, here's a big eddy right here. As See that turbulent water? That's the eddy fence. And it's got a big eddy. If you know the river and know how to read it a little bit.
From the rope, though, we kind of progress into, say, victims in the water who can't help themselves, who wouldn't be able to grab the rope. He's either cold, hypothermic, or he's unconscious. So you're gonna have to go get him. That's what we call live bait. It's gonna be you going out and getting that swimmer.
Out there patrolling, a lot of times we're the only person out there. We're the first responders. We're usually out there in the field checking fishermen, checking anglers in these water conditions, and a lot of times we're the only people on the site or on scene that have any experience.
Don't be so committed to the land. You could walk out here and extend your reach, another 40 feet before you even worried about it. You got great footing. Anybody could have come out to here where you got good footing, throw them, and then you don't have to throw this distance. You're already in the water.
Remember your teamwork, pair up. John goes out here, I'm going out here with him. John's ready to throw. Okay, John, I got you. That way we hook up, then we've got two guys in the water because we're a little buoyant at this point, like John said. So it's gonna take a little bit more weight, a little bit more of a fat ass hanging out there to give you some balance and pull somebody in.
They've been in the water long enough, their brain's not functioning. So simple command, hey, I'm gonna throw you a rope, grab it when it comes to you. Nothing else, you get their adrenaline back up and they get a little more energy in them.
While Region 1 wardens train, Region 4 warden Brian Goley gets a report of a young boy struggling in the Missouri River. It's spring in Montana, and cold snow runoff from the high country drops temps in the rivers to dangerously low levels.
All right, well, I'll be coming as fast as I can. I might see you there.
Look. Wolf Creek, Montana. In Montana's Region 4, State Game Warden Brian Goley races to the scene of a reported water rescue. Dispatchers say a small boy is adrift in the cold Missouri River.
He is conscious and alert, no injuries, here with Grandpa, he's doing fine.
So the little kid is safe.
Warden Goley drives to the scene to try and figure out exactly what happened.
How are you doing? Did you do that all by yourself? You not know how to drive it or what?
I know how, it's just it quit on me when I tried to get pulled up to shore.
Huh?
And then it wouldn't start.
Did he just take off by himself or what?
Well, we drifted off right here. I got in, started the boat, and everything was running.
Uh-huh.
And then we unhooked it.
And I tried to pull it up to shore.
And he was just going to pull it in. When he went to go forward, it killed on him. And when I got back, he was out there, maybe 30.
Okay.
And I'm explaining to him what to do. Well, as he was to choke it, you got to push the key in, and when you're turning it, and he was pushing it in, he probably.
This young boy was helping his grandfather launch their fishing boat. That's when the boat motor died and drifted away.
I know how to start the boat. It's just it quit on me and it flooded.
When you first started up, you got to choke it, and that's what he was probably pushing in, but it had already been running.
Yeah, well, that happens.
I kept talking to him on the phone, and he'd get panicky. I said, "You're okay as long as you're staying in the boat. Eventually, you'll come to shore."
Right.
And then his phone went dead. So I had walked all the way down the shore, and then where they got the big island down there, I couldn't really cross, and he was drifting across. So then he was just from that big electric pump, he was probably a quarter mile downstream. So then that's when I walked across that field, and he was already standing on shore with the rope with the boat.
Bounced right in there then. Lucky, I guess. I thought it was a little raft, though. It's a big boat.
Yeah, it's a little jet.
Bigger boat. I thought it was just a little raft with no motor on is what they said, but that's not what it is. Yeah. Well, a couple of things that I just wanted to educate you on is, of course, he cannot be in a boat when it's by itself because he's not old enough. Mm-hmm. And number two, you got to have kid life jackets. And do you have those on there?
Yeah, yes, we just took them off.
Okay, all right. So that's one of the reasons why you can't, under the age of, you can't be in there.
Okay.
Although the boy is too young to legally drive a boat alone, Warden Goley decides a verbal warning is enough.
Because he's just too young and he didn't know how to do it. But you're just unloading your boat. I understand that. It was just an accident. So, not the end of the world. We just want to make sure he was okay.
Okay.
All right?
Almost the end of me, though.
No, you did really good. You didn't panic.
And now you know what to do next time, right?
Yeah.
So you're okay then. We're out of here.
Okay.
Thank you guys, okay?
Tell them
Good luck.
thank you.
Thank you.
See you later. I'm glad you're okay. How are you doing?
Good, how are you?
All right.
Back in Region 1, wardens train for worst-case water rescues. Sergeant John Opes trains Montana rescue teams. Along with rope and swim rescues, teams train to navigate what rescuers call strainers.
This simulates a strainer. We're gonna hang that in the water, just so the water's just barely breaking over it. You gotta swim up over it.
And a strainer is just any object that's in the water that you can get entrapped on that will pin you against it, such as bridge abutments. Most common around here are trees that have fallen in the water. But what we want to do is teach people not to get pinned up against it, but to come up to it as quick as they can and leap over it, basically swim over the top of it. It's a really tough drill. It's one that is hard to actually manipulate and do. But we need people to be so conscious of that they avoid them at every chance possible. You're not gonna beat it by jumping over all the time. The best way is just to completely avoid it.
This is tough training that takes a toll on rescuers.
We had some really big guys here who think you can muscle over it, but you're never gonna muscle over and beat the hydraulics, the effect of the water on it.
This woman takes a knock and loses her helmet.
Check her nose! Oh yeah, there we go! Oh, it is good. Helmet.
Obviously, our wardens do a lot of work out there on the rivers and on the lakes, and a lot of times they do work by themselves. Occasionally, they get to work with pairs. So, I want to make sure that all the wardens that we have out there come back safe. And then if they run across the situation, they know what to do and they have the right tools and equipment and training to make sure that they can do a rescue without hurting themselves or the people that need the help.
After the long Montana winter, anglers are itching to get outside. But it's still early spring in Montana, and only certain areas are open to legal fishing. Georgetown Lake remains closed due to the area's critical spring spawning habitat. Warden Terry Althouse is on patrol protecting the resource.
I think there's a fishing pole by the guy on the right.
Anaconda, Montana. Spring fishing is closed on Georgetown Lake. It's home to key spawning habitat, and just downstream sits the state's Washoe Trout Hatchery.
The hatcheries really were our first, basically the first fishing game. That was the Department of Fish and Game. So there's a lot of history here. The Washoe Park Hatchery was built in 1907, so we've been open for more than 100 years now. The property was donated by the Anaconda Company and the water rights also. At the beginning, the state was just an egg eyeing station, basically. They used Georgetown Lake. They had an egg taking station at Georgetown Lake where they took eggs from grayling, cutthroat, rainbows, and brook trout. They would keep the eggs up at Georgetown Lake until they were eyed, and then they would actually bring them back to the hatchery to rear. In the early days, the state actually had its own railroad car called the Thymalis, which they would load the fish into milk cans, and at every river crossing, they would dump fish into the rivers.
Now, state hatcheries are key to providing fishing opportunities in many of the state's most popular rivers and lakes.
The Washoe Park Trout Hatchery holds the state's West Slope cutthroat broodstock. Our job is supplying eggs to other state hatcheries and federal hatcheries in Montana. We keep 100% pure cutthroat brood, and they're tested genetically every year. And so our job is just to maintain that genetic diversity and supply eggs and fish around the state. We spawn over about a 6-week period. Every week we sort the fish to see which ones are ripe. They'll all ripen up at different stages throughout our spawning period. So what we do in the morning is we just go ahead and go through them, find all the ones that are ripe, which means they're ready to release their eggs. And then we'll go ahead and spawn those later on the same day, taking eggs from our females. And then also milt from the males, making production eggs. So those are a cross of 3-year-old females and 3-year-old males. Those fish will just be used for sporting purposes.
We want his genes, guys.
The big fish aren't what they're cracked up to be. Don't put that on. Cut that out.
Are you saying size doesn't
matters?
Carrie's adding the sperm, pooled sperm from 10 males, and then she'll add water. The whole fertilization process takes about 15 seconds.
You don't see that on Martha Stewart.
So what we do after fertilization is we rinse the milt off the eggs, and then we place the eggs in an iodine bath for about 30 minutes. We call it water hardening. When the eggs are in the water hardening process, they want to soak up as much water as they possibly can. So what we do is we put them in the iodine, hoping that they'll soak up some iodine into the egg, and then that will help them kill any bacterial diseases that could possibly be in the egg, and also on the outside of the egg. After fertilization, water hardening, the eggs are transferred into the incubation room. The eggs will be eyed up, which means you'll actually be able to see the eyes inside the egg after about 12 days. From eye up to hatch is about 9 days. From hatch until they actually swim up and are ready to eat food, it's another 14 days on top of that.
Georgetown Lake, Montana. In Montana's Region 2, State Game Warden Terry Aldhouse keeps an eye on anglers. Georgetown Lake remains closed to spring fishing. Even so, Aldhouse spots several fishermen.
I'll turn a little better angle here. They're all down on the shoreline.
Wardens often use high-powered optics to keep an eye on people from a distance, and it prevents the wardens from being discovered.
Green shirt just handed the pole to the middle woman who just now cast. And now all 3 of them are fishing.
In Montana, fishing in closed waters can result in a fine of $135.
He's working, setting up a 3rd rod for himself, give his to her.
After the warden confirms these people are in fact fishing in a closed area, he drives down to confront them.
Hello, it's going all right, yourself? You guys been here long? Have you? Pretty day to be out and about in anyway.
Yeah.
Need to trouble you for a fishing license if I could. All right, and they have their licenses down there, you think, with them?
I'm not too sure. I can bring them up here for you.
Well, I can go down there and ask her too, no problem. I'll come right back up here. We'll get a look at theirs and I'll get you this license back. Okay. Guys, one of the reasons I needed to talk to you today, other than checking the licenses, is I'm wondering if you had a chance to look at any fishing regulations or if you had any with you. Do you have some with you?
Yeah, they're in the back.
There is an issue here, Cody, with the fact that the lake is closed this time of year to fishing for spawning. Growing up in Butte, you probably looked at regulations here, but just not recently? Okay. You weren't aware that there was a closure in the springtime at all?
The state closes down some of the shoreline along Georgetown Lake to July 1st to protect spawning fish. The rest of the lake opens the 3rd Saturday in May. It appears these anglers missed the clearly marked signs in the fishing regulations.
Here we go. You look on Georgetown Lake here. First sentence is open third Saturday in May through March 31. So that's a week out. You just haven't been up here much recently, it sounds like.
Yeah, I haven't really been back this way for a while.
You're gonna probably want to double check these. Okay. Some of the more popular fishing areas, of course, have stricter regulations just because so many people fish them. It's the only way to keep it going. And this is because of the spawning. We're trying to keep people out of the spawning until that's over with so that it, kind of helps augment the population here.
Basically in the wild what happens is there's cutthroat trout have different life stages. You have resident fish and non-resident fish. There's fish that live in the stream their entire life, and then there's fish that are spawned that are born in a stream and then go into a bigger body of water like a big river or a lake, and then they'll actually return to their natal stream possibly to spawn. And what they do is they'll run up the stream into the coldest, cleanest water that they can find, and they're looking for a very certain substrate to dig their redd or their nest. The female will dig the redd and she'll kind of guard it until she's ready to spawn, and then she'll release her eggs into the nest, and the male will come up and right up next to her and fertilize those eggs. And that's why that fertilization process is so fast, because generally it's happening in moving water. So the male will come up and he'll fertilize those eggs, and then she'll kind of cover them back up with her tail, and that's it. They don't, cutthroat don't guard their eggs or anything there. From there on, the eggs are on their own.
On Georgetown Lake, Warden Althouse deals with anglers caught fishing in a closed spawning area.
What I'm going to do here, guys, is there is, of course, a problem with fishing in closed waters, but sometimes we have to look at this and how we're going to deal with it. Typically, people can be fined for fishing in closed waters, but I'm thinking that you probably didn't set out here today to do that. So basically what I'm going to do is issue a more minor violation here than the closed waters, and that would be just a rule and regulation violation. And I'll explain to you how you go about taking care of that. As long as you promise me that you'll put a little more effort into learning your regs, we'll go that way, okay?
Warden Althouse issues a commission rule and regulation violation for $135 and allows the anglers to go find legal water to fish.
Are you guys looking for a place to go today yet to fish? Because I can point you to some open waters.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay, you know where East Fork Reservoir is?
Yes.
Okay, you can go over there.
Okay.
Any questions, you guys?
No.
Okay, well, I hope the rest of the day goes safe.
Already.
All right?
Yep.
See you later.
Up next, Wardens patrol one of Montana's biggest wild resources.
There are a pile of fish in there.
You're watching Wardens only on Outdoor Channel. Today on Wardens, State Game Warden Brian Goley received a call of a young boy adrift on the Missouri River, while Region 1 wardens were training for just that type of rescue. In Region 2, Warden Terry Althouse protects the delicate spawning areas of Georgetown Lake. And now, back in Region 4, near Craig, Montana, Warden Goley patrols the Missouri River.
I've been here before with the same guy, and I just cannot remember what it was about. Hello. How's it going today?
Good.
How's fishing? Pretty slow, huh?
Not so good out here today.
Looks like you're already cooking.
After lunch, he stops 2 anglers to check licenses.
No big fish to show me today?
No, well, we found a dead one in the water when we got here.
Well,
Tossed him up there for the birds to eat.
That happens, doesn't
Big
it?
rainbow, actually.
Really? Was it a fresh kill? Or?
No, he was a bit too old. Yeah, he's laying right up there.
Look at that, steak's cooking. We hit this just right.
Yes, sir.
They both have valid Montana fishing license, but both men are fishing using 2 poles apiece.
You guys, you know how many fishing poles you can have here?
2?
Yeah, it's 2
One.
between.
1?
One.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I've met you here before, haven't I?
Yeah. Yeah,
We fish here a lot.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember that.
Last year we had that, the one tied there that was like, it was like 22 1/4 inches or whatever. Remember?
Okay.
You didn't have
Yeah.
your rulers, so
Right.
we're dead on the. I thought it was 2 poles between Cascade and.
One pole
and
in
the
the
dam.
river, period.
Oh, really?
Yeah, 1 pole up to 2 hooks per line.
Oh.
The bear tag.
That's the one right there. It's got your name on it. Perfect.
This was the right one here, mine, right?
Rodney King. You get harassed about that on occasion?
Oh, no.
Well,
Oh, it's about, what, 12 years now?
okay. All right.
I guess it's more pole.
What are you guys using for bait?
Night crawlers.
Okay. Well, okay. Here's the deal. You got to reel 1 pole in a piece. Okay. You can be charged $135 fine for each pole.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So that's you add that up, and that's between 2 guys. That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Okay. But since you just got here, do you have a copy of the regulations or no?
Yeah.
Are they the brand new ones?
Yeah.
Occupation
We were
is
talking about that it had changed to only 3 fish allowed.
right.
That's correct, right?
Yes, that is correct.
And only 1 over 22 inches, correct?
That's correct.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you look under hook and line limit,
Okay.
under the Central Fishing District, which is where we're at, if you look at the boundary,
Okay.
rivers and streams, 1 line with 2 hooks per line.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
Okay, now.
Lakes, 2 lines with 2 hooks.
Okay, that's
Right.
That's my confusion then.
All right?
Warden Goalie gives both of the men a verbal warning and moves downstream to check other anglers.
You know.
Okay. See you guys later.
Hey, thank you very much.
Take it easy.
In Montana's Region 1, Captain Lee Anderson patrols another sensitive spawning stream closed to spring fishing, although the lake remains open.
Today we're out at Rogers Lake, which is just about 15-20 minutes west of Kalispell, and we're going to go out and try to check on one of the main grayling spawning streams. It's closed right now. It's closed till the 3rd Saturday in May, and it's kind of a real important biological thing because this is where we get a lot of the eggs for the fish hatcheries to supply grayling with pretty much the rest of the state of Montana. There are a pile of fish in there, and you can slip down here, check it out. I think what we'll do is, I think if anybody was going to be here, this is where they'd be at. No need for them to go upstream much, but we can check this out and then we'll slip around and go try and get a couple angler checks on the other side and see what's happening. So you can see that they're obviously susceptible to pretty easy harvest if somebody really wanted to come in here. But fortunately, most people aren't into that.
Warden Anderson uses optics to spot nearby anglers.
How's it going? Oh, I can't complain. Well, could I get you to maybe paddle over here? I'll check your fishing license real quick.
Well, I suppose I can do that.
All right.
I do have a question for you.
Yeah, you bet.
Why did they change the limits on the grayling in this lake? Are they that?
Well, I was actually just yesterday, I was talking to Jim Vasher, the fish manager.
Yeah, I know Jim.
And I asked him about that. And at one point, this was like a
spawning.
Well, it's still where we get all our eggs statewide, you know,
really?
for the grayling. But it was at one point the only place that they were getting a genetic strain of these grayling. I think they were using them down in Red Rock. And then they found it wasn't quite actually what they had hoped for. And then now, I mean, they're spawning like thousands and thousands of them, and it can handle it. And 99% of your fishermen out here aren't
keeping fish
keeping them anyway. So it can handle it, and it just went to a standard limit. Keeps it more simple, you know, across the board, and the
Cool.
resource can take it. So
I mean, I like it.
I think
neat,
that's in a that's it in a
It
nutshell.
was surprising.
So all right, James, there we go.
That would be me.
2012. Look like you're good to go, my friend. All right. So now you got your life jacket on, sweet. Good talking to you.
Can I have a beer anyway?
You can have a beer. I wish I could do the same.
Don't say it. You're on camera.
Wolf Creek, Montana. Near Holter Lake Reservoir in Region 4, Warden Brian Goley stops a suspicious car.
Good day or good evening, huh? Here, I'll help you out there without trying to blind you. Let me just have that one.
Oh, that ain't one. That's from Idaho.
Okay.
He wants to know if these anglers have a valid fishing license. Immediately, the warden realizes the story isn't quite adding up.
That's your deer license. I know you got it. Okay, Daniel, there it is, Daniel. Sportsman, there you go, sir. I just need to check your fish. Are we missing one person?
Missing a person?
Yeah.
Oh.
I thought there was 3 of you.
Well, there's a friend of ours running around up and down the bank.
Oh, he's just trying to catch his limit?
Well, no.
Nope, okay. So that's your guys' limit?
Yeah, I got
Okay.
3, he got 2.
Okay. And the other guy is where now? You said there's another guy fishing, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think he's fishing, to tell you the truth.
So when I talked to you down there, you said you didn't have any fish. So what's the deal?
No, I said I just got.
Yeah, I asked you if you had any fish, and you said no. I just got here.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't.
So it's a little confusing. Here's the deal. I asked you if you had fish down there, and you said no. Okay, you said you just got here and you didn't have any fish. What's the deal? Dan, I'm going to tell you something.
Yeah.
If you're lying to me, it's going to be a problem. This is 2 fish.
Well, we just got here, and I caught the fish. I mean,
Dad, I asked you down here if you had any fish, and you said no. I just got here.
Oh.
Okay, I'm a little confused, and now all of a sudden.
I was confused too.
Okay, did you really catch these fish?
Oh yeah, I sure did.
And you caught them right here.
Yes, I did. Yeah, you just found my hands. Right.
Okay. The warden's not getting a straight story, and now another angler is missing.
And where's Randy at?
I don't know. We'll have to find him.
Is he a fisherman too?
Oh well, he's a walker. He's just come along.
Has he been fishing today?
Randy?
Yeah.
I don't think he has.
Okay,
His pole
has
is
he or
still in
has he
the
not?
car.
How about yes or no? Has he been fishing or has he not?
Well, I haven't been with him 100% of the
Is this his car?
No, this is Bill's car.
Okay, did you all come here in the same car?
Yeah, we did.
Why don't you just come stand over here and we'll just wait for Randy.
The warden still wants to see this angler's license.
Light.
Here, I can hold it while you get that open.
Yeah, if you hold it like so I can see in that crack.
You see,
Because the handles broke off.
Yeah.
Oh, down lower. There it is.
Oh, I see what you're looking at. There you go. You remember where you bought your license?
Yeah, I bought it at Walmart. No, I bought it at Sportsman's Warehouse and I used the gift certificate.
Okay, I'll have to go run you. Can't remember everything that was said, but there's something definitely wrong. I'm not sure all the things that are wrong. I can't get on the computer right now, so I'm going to have to run you later on.
Okay, so
Okay.
all that information is current.
As long as you have it, I'm good. I have no problem with that.
Yeah,
okay?
I do.
All right.
Warden Goley accounts for both men's license and fish. Still, something smells fishy, so the warden heads upstream to find their third fishing buddy.
He's totally lying. Something's not right here.
Phillipsburg, Montana. State Game Warden Terry Althouse checks anglers along Georgetown Lake. The season doesn't open till the third Saturday in May, and parts of the shoreline are closed till July 1st to protect spawning fish. A warm spring day tempts anglers, and Althouse stops several parties fishing the lake.
How are we doing? You can't have been here all that long today.
No, just a few minutes.
Wow, what do you got there? You gonna keep you cool? Just what you needed.
My license is in the bag there.
All right, there is an issue here we need to talk about. Do you have a set of fishing regulations?
Just got it, yeah.
Do you have them with you?
Yeah, I just got them right there.
Okay, well, why don't we grab those? I want to show you something there. Did you happen to look at the sign here as you came in?
No.
The one that says attention fishermen?
No.
Okay. Here's Georgetown. You see what the first line is there? The first sentence? Third Saturday.
Third Saturday.
Right, that's the issue. It's your fishing
Is
lots.
it tomorrow?
No. Third Saturday would be the 19th this year, so it's about a week out.
Seems this angler missed the posted season signs too.
Here's where the dilemma I kind of find myself in. When we come up here and there's people fishing in the closed area for spawning, I'm pretty much expected to address that as a violation. But what I try to do is figure out whether it's deliberate or not. And that helps me decide what I'm going to do. And I guess I'm guessing that it's not.
Yeah, I didn't deliberately do this.
Here's what we're going to do, probably issue a more minor violation for commission regulation violation and ask that you look at your regs more to avoid getting into a more serious situation. Can you do that?
A citation is issued by Warden Althouse. Later that day, he spots another couple fishing.
Yeah, he's got a pole propped up. I'm guessing it's out right now.
He moves in to have a chat with this couple.
Hello. Tony, how familiar are you with the regulations here?
A little bit.
So you're aware, for example, of what limits are, season dates, that kind of thing?
From my understanding, the dates change a little bit, but from my understanding, the fishing starts in February.
Just basing that on when you've read the regulations in years past? Okay. We do have a little bit of an issue here with the fishing season.
Oh, really?
We're not to it yet, which is probably why you're not seeing other anglers here. You do have your licenses, and we appreciate that. But what we have to do here is, when I come down to ask you these questions, it's because I'm trying to figure out whether you knew it was open or closed, or whether you didn't. Obviously, it's more serious if you knew it was closed and you went anyway. And I guess my gut feeling is that you don't know.
We wouldn't be here.
That's what I feel like. And I will say, though, there is also, some responsibility in your part to put a little effort into reading those.
Althouse issues another commission rule and regulation ticket, which, you guessed it, carries a fine of $135.
All right, you guys be safe for the rest of the day.
In Region 4, Warden Brian Goley searches for a third angler in a fishing party. Earlier, he stopped these two men, and their story just isn't adding up.
The guy's lying. Something's not right here.
The men track down their friend, and Warden Goley questions him.
What are you walking around with that backpack for?
For the weight, for training.
Uh-huh. Okay, so, all right. Can you open this part of your pack?
I was gonna go fishing, but I couldn't get a license.
Okay.
I went everywhere in town today to get a license, so I couldn't get one.
Okay. Okay, what do you have in there?
Fishing stuff, it's just all fishing stuff in the Mountain Dew.
Okay.
This is my hooks and sinkers.
Okay, in the Mountain Dew, no problem. What's in here?
Hooks and sinkers.
Okay. You don't have any guns or anything in there?
No.
Okay. But you don't have any fish or anything in there? Okay. So you went fishing today, right?
Earlier today, yeah, but it's like...
Okay, have you handled any fish today?
Fair fish.
The more the warden questions the man, the more his story doesn't add up.
Here's the deal. Here's the deal.
Yeah.
I'm a really fair guy
Okay.
until you start lying.
Okay.
Don't lie to me.
Okay.
Just don't do it. Here's what I want to know. How many fish did you catch today?
No.
You've never caught any of these fish?
No, I didn't catch any of the fish, no.
When I'm driving down the road, are you sure you didn't grab your pack and run up on the hill?
Grab my pack and run up on the hill?
Yeah. When you repeat something, you know what that means to me?
What?
It means you're lying. Okay? I asked you a question, and I'm getting tired of you lying.
Okay.
I asked you to be honest, and I told you if you're honest that I was going to be a gentleman with you. When I'm driving down the road, did you take off up the hill?
No, I was walking up and down the road because I couldn't really fish.
Okay, I know you weren't doing that because I've been up and down the road all afternoon, and I have not seen you at all.
Okay, I must have been down on the bank or something.
Okay, we weren't with you.
Okay.
We would be guessing where you are. You should know where you are. Where were you? Okay, we weren't with you.
Okay.
We would be guessing where you are. You should know where you are. Where were you?
I must have been down by the bank because there's the beaver slides right down in this area, and I must have been down by the beaver slides.
Okay. Is there any fishing equipment still down there?
No, I left my fishing poles somewhere up here somewhere.
Okay, you don't have any guns or knives on you?
No.
Okay.
I have a razor knife. That's
Yeah, we'll just leave it
utility
there.
knife. Okay, that's it. Where's my pole?
Is it?
Should be above the cliff.
That's right
It's
there.
I see it. It's right there.
There it is right there.
Okay. How many poles do you have?
I have 3
Okay, why are they all laying right here?
because couldn't fish and I just threw them up here.
Okay. Jesus, Randy. I mean, okay, so you got a fresh worm on there. Okay, and you got a lure on there. So did you have one in the water and using the other one at the same time?
No, never more than one pole at one time.
No, I want to know where your fish are too.
Okay, there are no fish.
When are you going to tell me that you got scared and threw these up here because you saw me and you didn't want to get in trouble? Because we're not done until you do that. Because I need to know if you're an honorable individual that's going to tell me the truth.
Okay, whatever. I threw them up there a while ago. I don't remember how long ago it was, but it was just recently a while ago.
Okay, is it because you saw me, the game warden?
Yeah, basically.
Okay, so
Now,
you...
I tried to get a license.
Hey, listen. The only reason you're being questioned right now, you know why?
Why?
Because you're lying. Not because you couldn't find a license or that you don't have a license.
And I didn't even...
Okay, I believe that part of your story. You have to give me a chance to hear your story to make a decision on what's going to happen.
Okay.
But here's the deal. You couldn't find a license, okay? You couldn't buy one because the system's down.
Yeah.
You came out here, you saw me, and you threw your stuff in the brush because you saw me. Then you stand here and you hide and you lie. All right, guys, got it figured out.
I'm good.
Did he stop at the store and try to buy licenses?
Every store on the way out here.
All right.
And I'm sorry I misled you from the beginning.
After questioning all 3 men, the warden finally gets to the bottom of their story.
Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna write this stuff down. I wanna make sure that I do this consistently with all people that had a problem today with the license system sales. Okay, you know how easy this would be if you just came up and said that? You'd already be leaving. But the hiding and all that does is tell me that you don't respect the law, okay? That's not good. Obviously he's scared, and it's amazing what people will do when they're scared, but it's also amazing what they'll do, to try to get away from getting caught. And why take a chance like that? And it's probably because his friends drove all the way up here.
Control 541.
I wish he would have just told me the truth right off. Hey, Randy? I'm gonna do a little research on the ALS system being down, and then I think I'm gonna think about what to do here, You did finally tell me the truth, and I do appreciate that, and that does mean a lot. And I'm a little upset with you hiding like that, and I kind of want to write you a ticket for it, but at the same time I want to think about it and take into account what you said. And if you ever get contacted by the game warden or any law enforcement, do not run and hide. And your friends were lying for you too, so they must be, good friends, I guess. They were protecting you. Okay, you're free to leave.
No citations were issued, and this group was sent on their way. Winter is on its way out in Montana. It's May, and both the Missouri and Yellowstone rivers have just opened for a limited paddlefish season.
I'm Warden Dirk Paulson out of Chinook. This is Warden Ron Howell out of Havre. Today we're up here on the Upper Missouri River checking paddle fishermen. We have a fish quota of about 500 paddlefish. Right now we're at about 300, and today we're going to patrol the river for some compliance. We're looking for guys that are catching their own paddlefish, no tag transfers. We want to make sure that if they harvest a fish, they have it out of the water before 9 o'clock this evening. Oh, they're pulling it.
Doesn't take the wardens long to find an angler hooked up with a giant fish.
I don't know, Briggs is right there though.
Paddlefish eat zooplankton, so anglers don't use traditional bait. Instead, they try and snag bottom feeders using giant treble hooks and plenty of lead weight.
You can see the paddlefish in the water in front of him.
Once snagged, paddlefish will burn up reels.
They got a rope right there to land your fish.
The hero! That's it, Mike. You're welcome there, buddy.
Nice fish.
Beautiful.
See your tag there.
Warden Howell checks this angler for a license and a tag to fish this special season.
Why does this one give up such a good fight? I don't know.
There you go, dude.
68.2. 68.2.
57?
In addition to a Montana fishing license, anglers must also possess a required paddlefish tag.
They're a little winded.
Man, cast 2,000 times this week.
Yeah, he was only asking for backup. I was winded before I caught it. He was asking for backup about 3 times.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
With the monster fish properly tagged and the angler with the right permits, wardens load back up and head downriver.
All right, on to the next one.
300 miles to the southeast along the banks of the Yellowstone River, wardens keep an eye on the action.
That was diversion dam. There's intake that runs in here, and it's an irrigation system. The rock's piled up to be able to divert that water, creates a barrier for these paddlefish, and occasionally you'll see one actually make it up over, but for the most part, they don't. And so what you have is a breeding population, headed upstream, and they basically bump into this obstacle, and so they kind of get stacked in here. And
fishermen line the banks hoping to fill their tag before the quota is met and the season ends.
I don't think it'll make it till 9 o'clock, no. I don't either. They've already announced they're going to close it at 9 tomorrow.
The whole river, tomorrow morning?
Yep, the whole river, 9 p.m.
Oh, really?
But I think we'll quota out here before then. Thanks, sir.
I thought it was going to be way back there. That's a nice fish.
Yeah, a little bigger, isn't it? You got your tag?
Huh?
You got your tag
On
in?
fish.
Oh, you're done already. Okay. All right.
Warden Steve Marks checks licenses while Captain Mike Moore keeps a lookout for any possible violations, such as catching a fish and not tagging it.
Person's allowed to catch one paddlefish. They have a little yellow numbered tag. Basically, when you catch your fish, you're allowed to catch that one, whether it's small, big, or in between, and you have to tag it immediately, just much like a big game tag. But this guy's still fighting this fish, that same guy.
Sir, can I check your license while I'm here today? Yeah, please.
Well, I don't really have one. I just thought I could just come out here and do this.
The Missouri River west of Fort Peck Reservoir is known as the Missouri Breaks. Montana's short paddlefish season just opened and anglers line up for a shot at these rare fish. And state conservation crews keep a close eye on the population, even during the fishing season.
These are our fisheries biologists out of Region 6. They're netting for paddlefish to tag paddlefish and mark them, track where they're going up and down in the river.
I got it, Steve. Let's see. 44.
Yeah, we're just tagging fish. We've been doing this since the 1970s. Well, we use this tag data to figure out population estimates, harvest rates, movements, and things like that.
In many North American rivers, paddlefish populations continue on a steep decline. Researchers blame overfishing and the damming of rivers. But in Montana, the population continues to be stable enough to support the limited fishing season.
Thanks, guys. Nice seeing you there. Keep it up, buddy.
Wolf Creek, Montana. Warden Goley, 4 hours into his Memorial Weekend patrol shift when he checks on a group of campers.
That don't look too bad.
As he gets closer, he spots a party.
Come over here, I want to put some of you on TV. Yes, it is.
How's it going?
How are you guys?
Not too bad. Enjoying our
Did you
weekend.
survive the night?
We did.
We still got 2 more to go.
The creek's really cold though, I tell you that.
And we lost TV. We lost her.
Hey, come have a beer. Shut the camera off.
Don't say anything to me. Don't steal my gun. Hey! Was that a guy?
That was
I'm trying to
really get arrested and we're gonna let you go.
Oh, no.
I'll fall asleep in the creek. You gotta pick me out though.
See?
Are you married?
He's looking for something.
Hell yeah!
Outdoor channel! Yes! We are actually on Wardens. Wardens!
Oh my God!
What did you guys do a video?
This crowd isn't fishing. The warden discovers the only thing they're catching is a buzz.
We just grabbed it.
So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama.
Montana.
And a permanent reminder of the party.
Branding tool.
That's the time.
That is the branding tool.
That's Montana.
It was Montana. Brett Bard, yeah, he's got it good. Get him. Wait, I'll show you something.
You drive around?
I was born to be a fiddler in an all-time string man. My baby plays the guitar. I pick a banjo now.
You guys are the only ones having fun this weekend.
Heck yeah!
We're all
Memorial Day weekend.
Be careful. Promise. Promise.
I'll make sure nobody dies.
Okay. See you later. Okay. Okay, you will. You will. Like 10 minutes later. See you later.
You guys have a good one.
To be young again. You know, you gotta let people play. This is what they want to do, and they're safe. They're not driving. They're all in one little spot. Some of them are sober, looking after each other, so I really can't ask for anything else, right? I told them we'd be back later, so even if we're not, they'll think we are.
North central Montana on the Missouri River. Wardens Dirk Paulson and Ron Howell patrol Montana's upper Missouri River during the state's short paddlefish season. After lunch, the wardens come upon a suspicious-looking boat.
How goes her today? Oh, I just said, how goes it? Doing really well. Oh, here, we're gonna come in. We're doing license checks, a little water safety today. We'll come up next to you. All right. There we go. All right. Well, I'm gonna, if I can see licenses, any fish you got in the boat, and then we'll do a little water safety check for life jackets, what have you. All right, I can take yours first, ma'am, thank you. How many days you guys been here?
Friday night.
Steve, did you catch your fish already?
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Good for you. You have your tag on you? Your paddlefish tag? Yeah. I just take a peek at that real quick.
My license is in the truck. It's in my other pants. Yeah, in the truck. My tag's right here.
Muddy, we were switching out pants.
Where are you camped at?
We're right down here at Rock Creek.
Okay, well, if you want, if today I'm assuming you're going to want to catch one, or at least try to. So make sure you run back to your camp, grab your tag, have it with you, okay?
Yeah,
absolutely.
I didn't think about that. And my license is in my other truck too.
Okay, it's in the other truck, huh? All right, you know you gotta have it on you when you're fishing, okay?
No, I
so, you know, before you can continue fishing, I want you to go grab it, okay? You guys aren't that far away from camp.
Yeah, we're sure.
All right, guys, and 2 cats, 1 walleye.
No, we got
what more in there?
Walleye, two walleye and a sauger.
You got to look in there, Ron.
2 sauger and
2 sauger. Who does the sauger belong to? Who got them?
They're on our set line, so.
Okay, so whose line did they come off of?
They came off of one off mine and one off hers.
One off. Okay, sounds good. How many lines you guys got out? Set lines?
We have 13.
You have 13 set lines out.
He's got 6.
Okay.
She's got 1.
Okay. You have 6 set lines out right now.
Yeah.
Okay, and you're paddle fishing right now?
I wasn't. No.
You weren't?
She was. He was.
Okay. All right.
She ain't never caught one.
There's the other thing, guys. You know you're only allowed 6 lines out at any given time.
Yeah.
So you're at your max.
5
you're at your max, so you can have 5 out, and then you can have your paddlefish pull for a total of 6. All right.
The important thing is you can't have more than 6. So if you have 5 set lines, then you can be snagging or fishing for walleye or whatever. But you can't have 6 set lines and be fishing with a pole.
Oh, you can.
No. That's the.
So did we just reel these in, guys? All that came off set lines in.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Well, that makes sense. Well, all right, guys. Life jackets, 3 of them, please. Go ahead. We're going to back off. You can just hold everything up. I can take a look at it. There's your throwable, and I need 3 jackets. We'll call her good, guys. Boat's registered. All right, I see him. We're good. We'll get out of here. Run back, grab your license before you fish anymore. Thank you. All right. Thanks, guys.
2 of the 3 anglers left their fishing licenses back in camp. They also seem a bit confused over the number of lines they can use. Warden Paulson gives them a verbal warning for forgetting their licenses. It doesn't take long for wardens to realize this cruise trip seems a bit fishy. The team runs into the anglers again up at the boat launch.
I caught 1 sauger. Karen caught 1 sauger on her line. And the rest, I think, came from Steve's.
Steve? Big one, too?
That one did come off his, yeah. I put that in there.
as we got to looking a little closer, they had 3 sauger in the bucket at that time. So based on that, we split them up and asked who's caught what sauger, knowing that these guys have been here for about a week. How many fish you guys got at camp?
We just started catching today.
We got 3 sauger, so we got 3 sauger in here. So, okay. So who has the 2 sauger today then?
Well,
you didn't catch any, you said.
I don't know if one came off my line. There's 2 in possession, and well, I'd say that one was off Steve's line, and 2 were off mine, or 2 off Karen's.
So Karen?
2 off Steve and 1 off Karen.
So Steve has 2 sauger today then?
I think so. Is that, yeah.
Okay, so that's going to put him over his possession of sauger. Where's Steve at?
Over his possession? I thought it was...
Well, over his daily possession.
Well, then one was off mine. You know what? I can't.
Well, okay. Now hold on a second. You just.
I don't know. We got a lot of.
Let's go talk with Steve, guys. Let's go talk with Steve. Where's your camp at?
Missoula County, Montana. In Region 2, it's the eve of Montana's shed hunting season, and Warden Captain Jeff Darrow's team wraps up a year-long poaching investigation on the Blackfoot Clearwater Game Range.
So what we're doing here is these are antlers that we took away from people last year that came in before the 15th and cheated. And we caught them, and I think we seized over 80 antlers.
In 2011, during Operation Antler Blitz, wardens received tips on 4 men trespassing on the Blackfoot Clearwater Game Range. During the closed season, poachers sneak in to hunt trophy elk antler sheds that can sell for as much as $1,000 a set. Wardens set up a sting.
I've put a transmitter in this. I'm going to be putting it out here on the game range. I'm about 2 miles into the game range. And it's more of a deterrent. I freely let people know I put these transmitted antlers out. Hopefully nobody trespasses to pick it up, but if they do, then we should be able to track it back to their house or to their stash here on the game range.
It's a game of cat and mouse as wardens try to stop poachers.
One of the leads was that some of the suspects had sold some of the antlers to a local taxidermist. Of course, it's legal for that to happen, to sell antlers. There is a market for shed antlers.
Wardens eventually busted the 4 men and confiscated 80 illegally taken antlers.
This was my first year going up there, and you know, I was excited. I found a couple elk sheds. I think we went out there with 11.
The same sheds wardens will hide back out on the game range before tomorrow's legal shed hunting season starts. Miles east on the Missouri River. The paddlefish season heats up, so does the action as wardens crack down on illegal fishing.
Less treacherous here. How's that sound? Yeah, well, you see all these signs here along the edge. You see this is a closed area. All I'm going to ask you to do is just walk back to your pickup and find a different place to fish. Safety first. Awesome. Is that one yours? What's your name? What's that? Dylan? Congrats.
You're watching Wardens only on Outdoor Channel. Today on Wardens, the paddlefish quota for the season is nearly full.
I don't think it'll make it till 9 o'clock, no. I think we'll quota out here before then.
Region 7 wardens are keeping a close watch along the Yellowstone River. And in Region 4, Warden Brian Goley seems to be the life of the party.
Don't do anything to me. Don't steal my gun. Hey! Was that a guy?
Region 6 wardens have their hands full with fishermen and limits. In Region 2, Montana game wardens toss back 80 elk sheds confiscated from poachers on the Blackfoot Clearwater game range. Antler sheds sell for big money, and word is out that the sheds are back in the wild.
We've got 3 other trucks today. We split the antlers up, and Ben and I here today are going to be deposited in these strategic locations for hopefully people to find tomorrow. Kind of an Easter egg hunt, I guess, Montana style.
We got our mission accomplished.
Antler sheds sell for big money, and word is out that the sheds are back in the wild. On opening day, shed hunters line the edge of the game range waiting for the noon start.
This will cause some Twitter.
12 o'clock.
You guys ready?
Hunters race out to try and find the valuable sheds. Tracking down the right set can land a shed hunter as much as $1,000.
Holy crap! It's like counting cows. You're 98. 99. 100. Woo-hoo-hoo! 100. 125, 135, 141 vehicles. 141 vehicles, 227. I got screwed on the people. I did good on the vehicles, but there was more people than that.
Over in Region 6, Wardens Paulson and Howell patrol the Missouri River. Right away, they spot a questionable boat.
I want to check this boat, Dirk. How's it going?
Howdy, guys. Check the licenses and water seats. Hey, let's just bring her inshore over here. We'll get you checked out, all right?
You want to do it or me? How's it going? Good, how are you? Good. Is everybody fishing?
Yeah.
Is there any fish on board?
No, sir.
Okay. Michael, whose boat?
Mine.
It's yours?
Yeah.
How long have you had it?
I just bought it from a buddy in North Dakota like a month ago.
Month ago? About a month ago or a month ago or?
Month. I just got the bill in the sale. Bill of sale in the mail.
Do you have it with you?
It's in the at camp.
Oh, it is?
It's in my place. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Enough jackets for everybody?
Oh yeah, we got
4 throwable device and a fire extinguisher.
No fire extinguisher.
No fire extinguisher? Okay. So you got the bill of sale. You camped right up here?
Yes, sir.
Okay. We'll run up there and look at that bill of sale, okay?
Sure.
Just so you know, you probably know, it's just like a vehicle. You got to have it registered if it's on the water. You just got, so what you got there, you got 2 life jackets and a throwable device, which you also need, okay? That other thing is one like mine, and it's already spent. That wouldn't blow up if it, you know. You don't have a fire extinguisher, so right now you're 2 life jackets short, no fire extinguisher, okay? Not gonna be the end of the world.
There's no date on it, but there's the date on the envelope for it. I don't know if that.
The April 24th?
Yeah, that's when they sent it out to us.
So here's the deal. You guys are within the 40-day limit, okay? There's a 40-day limit. before you have to register the boat. But if you operate the boat within that 40-day limit, you have to go to the county where you live and get a temporary permit to be running the boat within 40 days, okay? We're not going to be too much of a stickler on that, Mike, but I am going to cite you for not having enough life jackets. People die on the rivers every year, and we just don't cut any kind of break on the safety part. So I'm going to issue you 1 citation for not enough life jackets, okay?
This boat isn't properly registered, and the owner is short of life vests.
Appreciate it. You guys try to have a good, safe time, all right?
Get the best in that boat.
All right, guys, and get your boat registered.
And fire extinguisher.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Fergus County, Montana. Out on the Missouri River, Wardens Dirk Paulson and Ron Howell interrogate 3 anglers stopped for a routine safety check. They're now back at the boat ramp with questions of who caught what fish.
So Karen,
two off season, 1 off Karen's.
so Steve has 2 sauger today then?
I think so. Is that, yeah.
Okay, so that's going to put him over his possession of sauger. Where's Steve at?
Over his possession? I thought it was.
Well, over his daily possession.
Well,
only catch 1 per day.
Then 1 was off mine. You know what? I can't.
Well, okay. Now hold on a second. You just.
I don't know. We got a lot of
Let's go.
lines out.
Let's go talk with Steve, guys. Let's go talk with Steve. Where's your camp at?
Sorry.
All right.
After questioning the fishermen about their catch, the wardens realized the angler's story, well, it just doesn't add up. The wardens split up the crew to question each angler alone.
I'll have her identify her fish.
And then let's go through this fish by fish and tell me who got what and whose line they came off of.
All right.
Okay, John, you had 1 cat.
No, yeah, 1, yeah. Karen had that one.
Okay.
That's Steve's.
Okay, hold on. Steve. He had 1 cat.
Yeah.
Okay, and what did Karen have?
Karen had a sauger.
Excuse me, which one was it? Which one was it?
I'm not sure which one it was. I think it was the small one.
One of the small saugers?
Yeah. I thought that other one was a sauger too.
Okay. You mean?
And I pulled this other one, and I pulled this little sauger in. I pulled 1 little sauger in. Or no, I pulled the big one in. That's right, because the big one was on mine.
The big cat came off of Steve's.
Yeah.
Big cat. Second cat?
That came off of mine.
Came off of yours. Third cat?
Karen's.
Came off of Karen's. Each you got a cat?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. The big eye.
This was Steve's.
That's Steve's. Okay. All right. The second largest walleye.
That's been mine.
Would have been yours.
I caught that one too.
And you caught the smallest. Okay. Okay, let's go with the biggest. Biggest sauger.
Yeah.
Okay. And then
Steve and Karen.
Steve and Karen both caught one of those. All right.
Finally, Warden Paulson gets an answer.
Take that bucket, Karen, and have Karen identify her fish.
Okay, what we got here is John is claiming 1 sauger, 1 cat, 2 of the walleye. Steve, 1 sauger, 1 cat, 1 of the walleye. Karen is Karen's claiming a sauger and a cat, I believe.
Okay, Karen just told us she just caught 2 sauger and a cat today. Can you show me which ones are you?
Maybe. Oh, probably these 2 right here. Then there's a cat.
Yeah, he's got the catfish. So which ones are yours? This one?
No, 2.
This one? And this one.
They
Were they caught off set lines?
Yeah.
Okay, and your set lines are marked with your information. Steve, are these the ones that Karen caught?
I believe so. I'm not positive.
This one here, this walleye here is not yours, correct?
I don't think so. I had a cat and 2 saugers.
Okay, okay. And this bigger one here, who caught this one? This.
That might have been on mine. Like I said, we just kind of just pulled them in and throwed them in the bucket.
While these anglers did well fishing, seems their counting skills aren't quite as good.
Okay, Karen, the issue is you get 1 sauger per day. That's
okay. We've been up through Friday, so.
Yeah. So you can only
one
have
per
2,
day.
1 per day, not 2 per day, 1 per day. You can have 2 in possession, but you can't catch 2 in 1 day.
Okay.
Okay, so that's what we're trying to sort out.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Turns out this angler has an illegal limit of fish. Anglers can only keep 1 sauger a day and have 2 in their possession. She's got 3 fish, including 2 caught today.
The problem is right now is the sauger, okay? So we're gonna check those fillets and we'll come visit with you again. Okay. Thanks for being honest, Karen. I appreciate it.
Sorry about that.
Okay, so based on what he said just now, Karen caught 1 sauger the other day, correct?
That's correct.
Karen identified the 2 sauger in here as hers today, the 2 small ones. Steve identified the 2 saugers in here as Karen's today. So Karen has an over limit for the day.
Yep.
Karen also has an over limit period in possession.
Yep.
Because what they're doing, Dirk, is they're just, as you know, they're just running set lines. They're not keeping track of who's caught on what set line.
We might have, they may be a little bit of party fishing, pulling in each other's lines.
Yeah.
So.
But Karen's got an over limit of sauger.
We'll address.
Today.
We're going to address that, and we're going to have a discussion with these guys about maintaining and attending your own lines and not your partners.
Do you want to do a possession, or you want to do it daily, or are you going to do both?
I think we should do the over limit today.
I think so.
Okay.
Write her a written warning on the possession.
Okay.
I think that's more than fair.
Sounds good.
All right.
All right.
Wardens decide to cut the woman a break and fine her only for keeping 2 fish today. The offense carries a penalty of $135. They write her a warning for possession of 3 fish.
You don't have to contact the courts, and they won't contact you unless you choose so.
Okay.
All right, thank you very much, Karen. Thank you for your honesty.
Wolf Creek, Montana. In Region 4, Montana Game Warden Brian Goley checks on a hunter who's just harvested a giant color-phased black bear.
We're actually trophying a bear, tagging a bear. And when you harvest a bear, you have to go through this biological information. And
This TV stuff all
I know, it's pretty scary.
Getting pretty famous.
Yeah. Here's what you got to do, though. You got your hunting license with you?
Yeah.
Or just your conservation license? Yeah. If you can give me that, that'd be great. Did you see any other bears with it, or just that one?
No, there was one other bear in the area. So, yeah, actually the one I was after was a different bear than the one I got.
Wow.
Yeah, so it worked out pretty good.
In Montana, hunters kill an average of 1,500 bears each year.
Any tags, colors, tattoos?
No.
Okay, I'll look it over.
They actually put tattoos on them?
Mm-hmm. It's not something we've done lately, but sometimes we'll tattoo them if they're a bear that we've had in a
trouble bear or something.
Well, we've had them in the rehab center or something like that.
Oh, I see. This one, I'd say he's got to be 10. His teeth just look wore down more.
Do you know the township range and section?
Dad might, I don't know it.
Do you know it offhand? There's the same drainage we were talking about.
Good. Yeah, so it'd be right in here.
Okay.
Yeah, just so you
know. And now,
bears can be dangerous, especially to unsuspecting hunters. In 2011, a grizzly attacked and killed a bear hunter after being shot twice.
That's a nice bear. Holy cow. I wonder what that big guy weighed. That's a big bear.
Yeah, he's a good one. Yeah.
Warden Goley takes a tooth sample for the state's research lab.
Just if I had a, there, you are the man there. Now, if we just roll them this way, there. That's a tooth. but I need this one right there. Might be better if his tongue's out of the way to try this side. Eating green, see his green teeth? That's like a canine on other bears.
Yeah, he's got the biggest head of
That's a big
bears, but he's probably the biggest bear.
I'm gonna have to agree, he's a big bear. It's coming. Just hate to break it.
Call was a blast. Had mountain lions screaming at me at one point. Heard bear roaring in the fog, couldn't see it. So it was a pretty fun trip. Finally paid off on this guy. We'd seen him before and tried to get, friend's daughter into it. Didn't quite work out, but I wasn't gonna pass him up twice. Just too big for that. But definitely a nice bear.
Yeah. Got it.
Yeah, look at the feet on that thing.
That's a big old bear. Yeah, look at that.
Even after the kill, this hunter knows tracking bears can be a dangerous game.
Bear, if it's an inch wider than my hand, then it's a 6 foot bear.
Yeah.
He's probably an inch and a half or better wider than my hand.
Yeah, look at that.
So I guess he's 6.5, I think, is what he'll probably square or better.
A lot of guys that kill shoot a bear like that.
I have no idea what was going on because we couldn't see anything up above the fog, but either we were guessing, maybe the mountain lion killed the deer and the bear was stealing the deer from the mountain lion and he was mad about it. They had some kind of tussle going on. So they're going on and they're kind of roaring and the mountain lion's screaming at them. And then you hear this bear just keep roaring and roaring and then it quit for a while. For maybe 20 minutes it stopped roaring. And we tried to get up higher, but of course the fog, you couldn't see anything. So we're sitting there hoping the fog's gonna lift so we can see what's going on. And so a buddy of mine, we're joking around, I said, why don't you roar at it? So he roars, and another bear over here answers, and then the other bear roars back again. I have no idea what was going on. I'd have loved to have seen it.
Yeah, I'd like to have heard that. I've heard the lions, though, when they scream like that. Ooh.
There's no denying what it is when you hear that.
I know, there's not.
Had a good time in Montana hunting bears. Yep. I don't think you could beat it going to Canada or Alaska.
This kill checks out, then Warden Goalie is back on the road.
Tomorrow's Memorial Day, huh? I know. See you later.
Out on the Missouri River, Montana game wardens Dirk Paulson and Ron Howell patrolled during the state's paddlefish season.
How goes it? Not too good. Well, we're checking the license on the fishermen. You got them on, you guys?
The wardens discover a group of anglers fishing illegal waters.
Okay, you got your paddlefish tag, sir?
No.
Okay. Did you buy one?
No.
Okay. Okay. I see you were paddle fishing, though.
Yeah, I tried to cast.
Yeah, but you don't have a tag to do so? All right. We get everyone else's licenses checked? Well, guys, the reason we come down here in the first place is not a big deal. We got to have you walk back up the bank, up beyond those signs. The CMR has this area closed off to entry. It's all the time. So you guys got to stay up beyond those signs, guys. So if you guys will move on, and Michael, I got to visit with you about the fishing without the license.
Warden Paulson separates this angler from the rest of the crew. He suspects he's not fishing legally.
Well, you gotta have a tagged paddlefish, all right? So that's fishing without a valid license, okay? It's not the end of the world, but you know you're supposed to have a licensed paddlefish, though, right?
No, I didn't really know that.
Okay.
While this angler has a valid fishing license, he does not have a legal paddlefish tag. Fishing without the proper tag carries a fine of $135. Warden Paulson writes a ticket. Even so, this crew keeps a sense of humor.
He's got all the deer tags. You didn't even want to come today. Hate him.
I told you should have stayed home.
They follow us around everywhere we go.
Split 5 ways.
You do have some real good friends, buddy. This isn't going to affect your privileges or your ability to draw or buy licenses. Just a little reminder, okay? First, here's your license back. Okay, Mike, I'm going to explain the ticket to you. You're paddle fishing without purchasing a license to do so. Happened here on the Missouri River. My badge number, my name is Dirk Paulson, and it shows here I didn't receive any bond from you today, okay? All right, sounds good, guys.
"150 miles south near Glendive, Montana, at Intake Fishing Site. The quota is nearly full, and the season will end at 9 p.m. tonight. The banks are lined with fishermen desperately trying to fill their paddlefish tag. Wardens have witnessed one fisherman leave his trash along the banks of the Yellowstone.
I'd like to wait till you get all your fish in and everything. I was down here on the bank earlier. I saw you drinking that Red Bull. You remember leaving that Red Bull down there on the bank? Is that your cooler? If you wouldn't mind just going and taking a look at it, making sure it's still over there. It just looked like you left it down there. If it's left down there, I'll have to let your regular litter ticket. But where's your cooler at? I'd like to see it where your cooler's at.
Hunting and fishing privileges can be revoked for littering.
This is your cooler and stuff right here? Yeah. Yeah, you got that Red Bull down the bank. Hold up. You know, basically in my experience with people leaving their stuff out here, you know, if you take all your stuff with you and you leave that garbage, I mean, you're leaving it there. It's with a bunch of other people in their spot now, and obviously there's kind of a problem with litter down here, right? So, and I'm guessing you would have forgot it if you took all your other stuff with you and you didn't take your garbage. So, here's the deal: on these types of deals, if you're fishing while if you're out fishing or hunting and you litter, your license can be taken away for 1 year. Okay. Yeah, so it's kind of a big deal as far as that concerned. It's pretty important to us. You know, in this circumstance, I'm inclined not to do that.
Warden Krings issues the citation for littering.
Howdy. You were real good about it, so I cut you a couple breaks. Not taking your fishing license for a year on the deal. Also, I wrote it as a parks violation because it occurred here at Intake Fishing Access Site. Now, if it's a general littering ticket, which I could have wrote you either or, that'd have been $135. So I appreciate you being a good sport about it. He wasn't going to take that can with him. There's so much litter on this bank. People need to realize.